Hello and welcome back to the channel. Steve here from Knights of England. So in today's video I'm going to talk about the screen used convertible Knight Rider car as seen in season 4. Now there were two cars that were built for the convertible car. There was the actual car that you could get in and drive, and there was an insert car which was used for all of the close-ups of the roof going down, etc. What we're looking at today is the actual car that was used that you'd see David getting in and out of. And I think its first appearance was at the end of one of the episodes where David drives off with, I think it's Peter Parros sat on the actual convertible lid. Now, that car started off life as a hardtop V6, and I think it was red if my memory serves me right. But it was converted by the studio for the purpose of the convertible car. After the filming ended, it spent some of its time over in the States from what I understand, and then later ended up over in the United Kingdom. Now, it was bought over here by a guy called Peter Nelson, who owns the Cars of the Stars Museum in Keswick, and then later opened a second museum in Edinburgh. And it was in Edinburgh that I first saw this car. Now, we received a call, an emergency call from the curator of that museum asking us, could we supply a nose cone and a scanning light for the car within 24 hours. Quite a tall order for anyone. But fortunately we did have a nose in stock, and we had some of the bits that we needed to build a scanning light. So off I went into the local city Derby and I collected the parts that I needed, spent the day building the scanner, and that evening myself and Neil Breakwell and my wife at the time and my daughters, we headed off up to Edinburgh, some 130 odd miles away from where I live. So it was a bit of a drive up there, and we arrived late at night, spent the evening in the car, and then at 8 AM in the morning we arrived outside the museum and met the curator. Now, when we entered the museum, it was a privilege to go there. We got to see many of Peter Nelson's cars. The Batmobile, the Keaton Batmobile was there, Lotus Esprit S1 I think. There was many other vehicles as well, but of course the star for us was the convertible car. So we got to work on the nose cone itself, exchange, and also fitting the Knight Rider scanner that we built. Now, the one that we supplied was a relay-driven scanning light, as per the way the originals were done, but of course it wasn't the original circuitry. Now, that stayed with the car until the museum closed, and the car actually was sent off over to the Diesel Museum in the States, where many of Peter Nelson's cars went at the end of his ownership of the museums. So while it was over there and the scanning light wasn't working, we spoke to the curator of that museum and we assisted in getting the light working. My understanding is it's since failed again, so what they've done, they've fitted, I think it's a JC Whitney style scanner just in there for now. I do believe Joe and AJ from the Knight Rider Historians, good friends of ours, are in the process of fitting getting together an original scanning light to go back into the car, so really look forward to seeing that. But that's enough about the history of the car and how we got to get some of the pictures that we've got and our time with it. If you have any pictures, you've been to the museum and you've enjoyed taking some great pictures of the car, please do send them to us at Knights of England, that's KNIGHTSOFENGLAND @googlemail.com. We'd love to get those pictures and add them to our collection. Specifically, if you've got any of the underneath of the original nose cone, and you'll know why I want that picture if you have it, the original nose cone that's on the car today, which it has been replaced from our nose cone, it has something quite specific underneath. So if you've got a picture of that, we'd really like to see that. Please drop us a message in the comments below or just email us and we'll be in touch. Now, let's get to the pictures. I hope you enjoy them, and if you've seen them already, let us know what you think of them anyway. And if you've got any new ones, let us know. We'll put another video together and share yours too. And of course, if you do enjoy this video, and I hope you do, please do go down and give it a big thumbs up. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and most importantly, it will help me build this channel so that I can bring more content like this for you. Okay, let's get to the pictures.